Welcome back. Wow, that's gonna stay. That's gonna stay in the intro. Um, yeah, welcome back. Playoffs. So if you didn't watch the regular season finale, it kind of put weeks 9 and 10 together. That'll be in the description, and also timestamps, as always, will be in the description because YouTube sometimes doesn't put up the chapters. I don't know why. But if you don't know who I am, I'm StealthAck. Also go by Jay, preferred Jay, if you want to know. But yeah, welcome back to OSL Season 4. You know, it feels a bit weird because I believe I played this match. So once again, I'm doing the Teambuilder after the match. I played this match like almost 2 weeks ago at this point, and it's just been a lot of relaxation. Like last weekend, right now I'm recording this on a Thursday, and I might go do something afterwards. But there's been like a lot of relaxation, a lot of stuff happening. So yeah, I probably should have done this like this past weekend, but I decided to take the long weekend off for Canadians. But yeah, playoffs. So we finished 7-3, 6-4, something like that. I think 6-4. And interestingly, we finished with a negative differential, which is not common for sure. It just means that our 4 losses were that bad that our wins couldn't make up the amount we lost by. And hey, you know, I think I personally am used to kind of low differentials because I think I play things very close for the most part. I guess I should say safe, but I think I play things very close. In the sense that I will sack things so I make sure I can win. I won't try and risk things too much. That might sound passive, but I do go for reads and everything, so what do you call it, right? But yeah, 6-4, negative differential. Cool. What's not great, I feel, is our opponent Qwerty, because Qwerty is our 2nd seed, and honestly, we did win. Let's put it out there, we did win, but there was so much luck on our side, it almost felt like a loss, because I feel like we should have lost that game. And honestly, you know, it's probably a bad mindset to take into the game that like, oh, I probably should, like, this is like a hard matchup. Well, that's not a bad mindset. The bad mindset is like, oh, I'm probably losing this one. It's okay to be like, this is a hard matchup, but I just have to overcome that. But none of our teams changed, so I probably will try to not make this as long. Like, we have the same teams, like, what, Clef, Cart, and then Qwerty has the Mega Low Punny still. So what he brought last time was Lycanroc Dusk, Skarm, Nidoqueen, Aromatisse, Rotom Frost, and Mega Lopunny. And playoffs is interesting because I don't think we expected to face each other, so it's not like we try to hide any tricks. I just brought everything. But now that we're facing each other again, and it's actually the same exact team, like we didn't make any subs, it's kind of like, what do we do different? That's kind of the question at hand when it comes to playoffs, I feel. Especially because it's like knockout, right? Because like once you lose, you're out. It's like, what do you do? And honestly, from what I remember, I was really expecting Delmise. That's one mon I was really expecting. And from what I also got from the game is that Aromatisse was really good, Mega Lopunny was still threatening, and Rotom Frost was really good. So honestly, looking at it, I think I kind of still had the same idea. I was surprised by the Lycanroc Dusk pick, but it worked out okay. If I was going to guess his team this time, I believe it'd be Skarm. Hydreigon I think will come. I think that's a kind of a change you can make that's pretty easy. Nidoqueen, Aromatisse, Rotom Frost, and Mega Lopunny. And if I had to pick a 7th, it'd probably be Uxie. Uxie can be interesting here because it's just defensive, and I feel like it can be something like Charizard 1-on-1, which was really helpful in our win. But like, that's it almost. Like, Charizard, like, well, that's on his end, but for our end, it was kind of hard to like trying to think of something different. I think everything worked out. Like Charizard really put in its effort. Clef was fine, even though it got tricked. Gliscor was really good, and then stuff like Crustle worked out, Sock worked out, and not bringing Mega Manectric worked out. So it's kind of like, do I keep the same team moving forward? Because that's kind of like always the thing. It's like, I won, so it's like, of course there's things I can improve on, but like, should I wait for him to adapt, or do I have to be more proactive and change the team? But then that also comes to a thought of, am I going to over-predict? Like, I'm going to bring stuff, but he brings like almost like a very similar team, and my first team worked better than my current team does. So, yeah, a lot to think about, and honestly, I didn't have a lot of time to prep, but yeah, once again, I think the main threat for me was Delmise. Like, man, that thing's too good. And I think the thing that this team was lacking after trades I made was Bisharp's Ghost Resistance. I think that was huge. So yeah, I mean, I made the trade, right? Like, I was like, you know what? I know what I'm losing, but I think Slowking Special Bulk, just having so much more Special Bulk is so much better. So yeah. Let's just move on to our team, right? Because I don't have to make this too long, just because I've talked about Qwerty's team in depth already, so it's kind of like, maybe I'll link week 9's battle. Well, that's in last week's video, so I'll talk about it, right? So yeah. What are we bringing? First up, Clef. Clef, I'm bringing full physically defensive. I know I made a bit of a mixed set this last time because I was kind of worried about Hydreigon, but I think this time I will leave everything up to other mons to deal with Hydreigon, especially if it's like Specs Flash Cannon. If it's Specs, I know what it is, and I kind of have other mons deal with it. So I'm gonna leave that on the table, just like, okay, Clef, your job is to do physical stuff. So mainly Delmise, that's the big thing that I was worried about, and then Mega Lopunny. So Moonblast, Stealth Rock, Soft Boiled, and T-Wave. That's actually kind of an interesting one. I know last time I brought Healing Wish, and that was because I wanted to heal up stuff like Sock and Crustle. Crustle mainly because it had Sturdy, and I think Sock did it as well. So it's like bringing those Sturdy mons back up to full health, just in case like they get hit. Then I can just bring them in and they have Sturdy again. So that was kind of the thought process last time. But this time it's just Thunder Wave. I think Thunder Wave would be really good at Mega Lopunny because that thing's just gonna outspeed me, and the speed type with Mega Manectric isn't great. It's not something I want to lose in particular, so I might just have to switch out at that point. But if it's paralyzed, then I easily win it. So that's huge. And something like maybe like Blastoise. If Blastoise comes in Shell Smashes, Thunder Wave can be kind of interesting because it helps out, even though Slowking might deal with Blastoise. Like, I think Thunder Wave can be interesting here, especially, and also against like Lycanroc Dusk, because we saw Lycanroc Dusk come in Swords Dance. That could be scary. Hydreigon maybe coming with like Dragon Dance or like a Scarf. Like getting a Thunder Wave on that as well would be really huge. So I think Thunder Wave might be an interesting tech here, but we'll see. Like everything else kind of stay the same. Same Rocker, Soft Boiled, Stealth Rock. Next up, a different mon we're bringing, because I don't believe we brought Dragalge last time. I'm trying to remember my first team. I think it was Clef, Slowking. Yeah, I think I put in Dragalge and Mega Man, and I swapped out Gliscor, which is kind of a big risk, and Crustle. So Dragalge, we're kind of taking as a special wall, for the most part. Mainly it can deal with Nido Queen, but it has to be worried about Earth Power, but it helps against something like Rotom Frost, because Rotom Frost, Blizzard does a lot, but I can flip her out and kind of take a hit at least. And then stuff like Skarmory as well. Skarmory like can't do much to me. Like I don't absorb Toxic Bite. It doesn't get Toxic Bite, but I can kind of like pivot around on it. That's what I feel. Also helps against Blastoise because Blastoise, but especially if it's defensive Blastoise. I think defensive Blastoise this really does really well. But yeah, standard moveset almost. Scald. Maybe I get some burns, which would be really nice. Also this helps against Aromatisse. That's the thing. That's the main thing. See, I'm forgetting because it's been 2 weeks. But Aromatisse is a big one because I felt like Aromatisse did a lot last time. So it just sitting there is going to be really worrisome. So I thought, hey, Dragalge will be that offensive output I need to just bang that out of the park. And I can get some strong hits on like other walls as well, right? Skarmory, like maybe not, but I can flip turn out on that and then bring in like Mega Manectric. And then it's like, I get that momentum going. So I thought Dragalge might be an interesting one here. Like I made speed EVs mainly to, I think that's speed Delmise. I think it's mainly outspeeding a Delmise that's trying to speed creep me, you know? Because I remember our battle against Exus in week 4. I ran, like, what, 162 Clef because Corviknight's, like, 1 speed faster, but then Exus outsped that, right? So I think we're kind of doing the same thing here. Like, I'm going to outspeed Delmise's, like, try to outspeed me, but who knows? Maybe Qwerty does max speed. And I think Delmise is, like, 39 base speed, so I think, yeah, it'd be a lot, but then that means maybe, like, it doesn't have enough bulk, so that could be good knowledge to have. Yeah, Sludge Wave, Scald, Draco Meteor, Flip Turn, Black Sludge, Adaptability, kind of standard. Next up, probably like an unsung hero from week 9 just because it worked really well, but Slowking. And actually this time I actually kept the EVs, because I think Slowking can need it. Like I think this being like a secondary check to Mega Lopunny, which I'm more scared of than Hydreigon, is huge. So we went with the same set, kind of like Scald, Slack Off, Teleport. I went for Scald over Ice Beam, which I did last time, just in case of Rotom Frost, I believe. Also, I went for Future Sight last time, not that much. I'm trying to remember. Actually, no, it might be for Magmortar. I don't remember what I put, but I know I did Future Sight, but I think Psychic with the immediate damage will be better here. So I went for Psychic, and Scald for maybe Scald Burns. Again, the status game is going to be huge here. That's what I think. So Psychic, Scald, Slack Off, Teleport, same set. Heavy Duty Boots, Regenerator. Makes sense, right? But moving on to another new Mon. I'm going to risk it with the Mega Man, just because it's hard, because it speed ties with Mega Lopunny, and I feel like Gliscor does better. But I feel like if I can get like a T-Wave off, or maybe even a Static pull, that could be kind of huge if like Mega Lopunny has Fake Out, so I can switch into Mega Man, either get Intimidate or Static. Getting that Static proc can be huge. Also something like Hydreigon U-turning that also causes Physical Touch, so it's kind of like, I feel like Mega Man might be underrated here. It's a big risk though, I think, just because it's so frail. But Thunderbolt, Overheat, Hidden Power Ice, Voltage, just kind of standard set because Hidden Power Ice deals with Hydro Dragon. Excuse me, I think I need a drink. But Overheat deals with Skarm, you know, it also deals with Delmise. I think that's the big thing as well compared to Gliscor. Gliscor has to run like Aerial Ace, which I really didn't want to run because Earthquake, where I have to run Ace Fang at that point. So I feel like Mega Man might be better here just to like blow something like Delmise out of the water. So I'll risk it. Like, I'm not too confident in this pick, but I think I might have to take this risk to move forward because playoffs is so scary. Next up, Zard. I'm sweating a lot. But a bit of a different set than last time, but I think it's still like a similar vibe. So we have Defog, Zard again, Roost, Flamethrower, and Will-O-Wisp. One thing you'll hear me say in the live battle that I know that I can remember now is that I really want a Mystical Fire, because I think that could be a cool tech. Something like Aromatisse with the Moonblast got kind of annoying with the special attack drops, and that's like only 30%, but Mystical Fire is like 100%. But the thing between Flamethrower and Mystical Fire is that Mystical Fire is so much weaker. And I think Flamethrower at least gets me like close to a 2-hit KO, while Mystical Fire is like definitely like 30-40%. Flamethrower can go to like 46, as we saw with the Mega Low Pony in week 9. So who knows? Maybe it's the right choice, but I think Mystical Fire could have been a nice tech here. I think it's the same special defense that I ran last time, but I think last time I put it into speed, but I think this time I'm going to put into special attack just for that bit of an oomph into damage, so let's see if it works out. And finally, Sock. Bit of a different set this time. 4 attacks with the speed, but the thing is, I'm not running Scarf. Because Mega Main's on the team, I'm like, we're going to run this or bust. Like, I think if Qwerty brings a Scarf for himself, it's going to be something like Hydreigon, or maybe Rotom Frost like last time. And the thing is, I wouldn't mind a Scarf from Rotom Frost, and Hydreigon just outspeeds me anyway, so I can't really do anything about that. So I thought, hey, let's get rid of the Scarf, let's just hope Heavy Duty Boots 30, I can live 1 hit at least, and then just go from there. But Knockout, Poison Jab, Earthquake, Close Combat. I almost didn't run Close Combat, because I was like, I could run something like Ice Punch, that could have been more interesting, because it helps against Delmise. But I feel like the Fighting Stab is just good neutral all around, helps with Low Pony as well, which is the big thing. And maybe Rotom Frost. That's my voice is going at, but we're almost done here. Like, I'm going to keep this one shorter just because, like, what else can I say, right? Like, that's the team. Who didn't I bring? I think the main switch-ins from last time, which I think are a bit questionable, is Gliscor. I think that's the big one. Because Gliscor can deal with Lycanroc Dusk. It can deal with Hydreigon if I run, like, the max special bulk set. Skarmory, especially because I did that to counter Skarmory, but I didn't think Skarmory was too big of a threat last time, so I thought, hey, maybe don't need Gliscor. Doesn't really help against Aromatisse. I think a one set Aromatisse could run that'd be kind of dangerous here is a Calm Mind or Nasty Plot, like set up Aromatisse, because you can Calm Mind, run from Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Calm Mind, Wish. Like, it can run its setup moves, which can be kind of scary for my team because I dealt it with Zard last time, and that's because both were passive, and I could Roost while it Wishes. But if it starts Calm Minding up, I'm kind of in trouble. Like, what do I do from there, right? I might need a crit from Dragalge at that point. So yeah, maybe holding off on Gliscor, who knows, like having Taunt Gliscor can be kind of great here, but deciding not to run it. Inteleon, like Kartana, I just think is bad in this matchup just because Mega Low Pony's faster. That's the only thing, and they're both so frail. Crustle, I feel like didn't do much last time. It was kind of a scary thing just to see on the board, but I feel like this time I just can't really run it. Like, I just don't know if it does enough to like warrant a place on this team. And then Hoopa, I thought about Hoopa, I thought about Scarf Hoopa, but it just doesn't work, I feel. Maybe I should have run like Trick again, like I did in week 10, but I just don't know if it was going to work. So, no Choice Scarfer, which is kind of risky, like Mega Main is fast, but I am speed time with Mega Low Pony, so it's kind of like, what can I do from there? But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. You'll see the battle after this, and yeah, you'll see if I win, if I lose, if we're continuing on the playoffs, if we're not. I apologize, this is like so long in the making, but yeah, I haven't lost like drive for it, it's just I've been tired. I found drive for other stuff, that's the thing. But yeah, we'll see if there's another video after this, or this is the last one I crank out for a while. But yeah, enjoy the battle. Live battle time. Man, I am so tired. Like, this past weekend camping, I have gotten very little sleep, and I still need to catch up on sleep, but I've been playing video games and just relaxing, so yeah, we'll challenge Qwerty. Fun fact, I'm playing this, well, I'm doing this before the Teambuilder. I should probably done the Teambuilder, but just one thing to make it all make sense. Team's looking a bit weird. I'm not too confident in Sock, but we'll see. I feel like the one change Qwerty's gonna make is swapping Nidoqueen out for something. Probably all hazards. Hold on, let me let Qwerty new challenge. But yeah, I believe the one thing Qwerty will change from last time is swapping out Nidoqueen for Delmise. I think Delmise is really good for him. I can see Hydreigon coming as well, but I think like the other 5 that he brought last time, Skarm, Mega Lopunny, Rotom Frost, Aromatisse, which did really well for him, and then finally, I forget the last one. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, like those 4 for sure are coming. What did I say? Mega Lopunny, Rotom Frost, Skarm, Aromatisse. Lycanroc, that's the big one. Lycanroc also did a lot of work for him. I can see him swapping it out for like a Dragon Dance Hydreigon, but I feel like you'd kind of just keep it the same and just kind of see. I probably should have kept it the same, especially as the winner of that match, but I think I got really lucky. And an interesting thing is, but I didn't even realize just because of my own laziness, is that I'm uploading this before Qwerty can see what I did in the last game, so probably doesn't know as much to see. No Delmise, yes Uxie, yes Hydreigon. I'm gonna post the link, but unless Qwerty has it. You'll see the thing freeze, it does it, I don't get it, I think it's Discord. Also my stomach's hurting, and because I'm lactose intolerant, it's a weird thing, but I can eat stuff and just like it make sure I can get all the bad stuff out of my system. It's like eating fiber for people. Okay, so I did expect Uxie the first time, or Uxie, I don't know how people pronounce it. I did expect Uxie, I'll say Uxie. I did expect it the first time, but not in the rematch. So that's interesting. Uxie's probably rocks. Oh wait, this means he didn't bring Lycanroc nor Rotom Frost, which I think is an actually interesting thing. I think Rotom Frost is good. Am I sturdy? Am I boots? Yeah, I'm boots sturdy, because that's like my only thing against something like Lopunny or even Hydreigon. But I think Hydreigon I kind of live stuff as well. Also, context: this is the last match, so other 3 playoff matches have happened, and it's just us. Who do I want to lead with? I can see a trick Uxie here. That's the thing. Like we saw trick Rotom. I can kind of see trick Uxie because it kind of does the same thing, but I guess slightly different. That's all it is. So I think I lead main, and then we see what happens. I can lead main, go into Slowking. I think that's a fine play. Or I could lead main, go into Clef if it's Hydreigon. So I like that. This is like Lopunny, yeah, Hydreigon, that's fine. I switch out right away, because this could be Scarf like Draco, and it just kind of kills me. If it's Dragon Dance, Iron Tail, that's nice. U-turn, that's fine, that's what I expected. We could have seen the Scarf, Nidoqueen coming in, that's fine. I bring in Slowking every time. And then we kind of go out from there. I made sub, okay, that's interesting. Thing is now though, what can this do to me? Shadow Ball is probably the worst thing, right? Sludge Wave. Not great. Yeah, this is really not great. I don't know what to do from here. Do I have to play this aggressive? Yes or no? That's the question. This is only really here for this, right? This is probably modest. I actually want to calc that. I don't think I changed. Yeah, I didn't change my Slowking spread, so this kind of just like doesn't take it as well. Nidoqueen. Let's go Wall Breaker. It's probably a better set to use. Sludge Wave. 36, 42 crit. Yeah, 64. That's like a high roll crit, it seems. No, 68. Yeah, so it's modest. My mild works, but man, that sucks. Which means like another Sludge Wave should kill me. So the question is, do I go for another Sludge Wave, right? The good thing to know, this is modest though, because I can kind of go into Sock right afterwards, because he kind of has to switch there, right? So the question is, do I let this go right away, or do I predict a sub? Because that could be a thing. Also, I'm heavy duty boots. I kind of wish I was leftovers, but it's fine. I think I'll Scald actually, and just like if this dies, it dies. Because honestly, I can't switch into anything else. That's the thing. Like with modest Life Orb, Zard might take a lot here as well. Yeah. Oh, that crit really matters, doesn't it? I should just start off. I'm gonna skull. That's fine. Yeah, see, that's the thing I was wondering. I'm like, will he go for it again? Like, that's huge for me, right? Because it's like, oh, why would you stay in? I feel like Qwerty kind of plays like this. He has like really good reads. So I kind of try to like one-up him here. 50%. Is that an even number HP? Also, I mentioned that anyways, I have yogurt, so I'm gonna eat it throughout the match. Nice mixed berry flavor. I could have scalded. I could have slacked off there, right? That was a huge chance. I really have no switch in. That's the thing. I'm going to like I can't. See, this crit really sucks. What I had last time to deal with this, it was Zard mainly. I know that much, but trying to think what I can do. I can regenerate her back in, and I live 1, but that's pretty much it. Cause Slowking, Needle Queen, not a crit. I do it. Can I recover stall or slack off and stall? Not a crit. Yeah, I can. I can sack. I guess it's a sack. I can sack Zard here, but I don't think that's the play. Clef seems too valuable too, especially against Uxie. Dragalge might be a good sack here, but that's like, even still. Because the thing is, no matter what, even if I go into Dragalge, I have to stay in. I can't swap around again, because if he subs, it's just over. And I can't switch into a Sludge Wave now. That's the thing. I have to come in safely. Also, I'm gonna throw this. I keep putting this on my table, but I never take it off. Drop that. Drop this as well. It's fine. So I think this go the best thing. That's what I'm wondering. If I let this go, does Aromatisse kind of kill me? That's what I wonder. Because I feel like I should have been Psy Shock in case of Calm Mind Aromatisse. I know that was one of my worries. Also, I was going to make this Mystical Fire, so I kind of messed up on that as well. Dragalge worse than Slowking here? I do believe yes. This, like, again, if this, like... Yeah, this is where it gets kind of tough. I can switch into Sock right here, take 1, but it's like, after that, what? This is probably Rocky Helmet. That just makes sense. So, I'm thinking about this a lot. I know, like, probably Qwerty's like, oh, I've already clicked in my move, but I have to think about it. The Sludge Wave, modest, probably bring it down to my sash. That's what I'm guessing. Or sturdy, that's what I mean. It can. I am faster than it though, that's the thing. So Sludge Wave should kill me after knock off, you know, whatever. Let's Sector Dragalge. If you go for sub, really good play, but yeah. Thing is, I think I could switch into Earth Power, but I can't switch into... Can I switch into Earth Power? I can't. So, this is probably going down at this point, so I might as well Draco. There's kind of no holds bar here. Earth Power, fine. I might be calculating the damage here, but I should die. I won't even calculate, like... Yeah, that's fine. That was a really good bring. Sub. Sub turn 1 on Clef, that's crazy. I want to knock. I feel like that's a better play if it kills. Knock, 40 point... No, it doesn't. I have the Earthquake. Which is fine. Yeah. That's totally fine. I expected Scarm to come out, but it's just kind of like, what happens now? I guess that's the question. If I kind of want to go Zard here. Just because this gets up rocks or something, right? But also going to main might not be bad here because it gives me my Mega Evolution. And even if Nidoking comes in, I can hit him Power Ice. Yeah, that should kill. But I like Zard going for a straight Will-O-Wisp, that's the thing. Let's go main. If this is a double out, I think main's also better. Toxic, that's fine, because I'm guessing he expected the Zard. So that's also huge for me. I can overheat here or I can Volt Switch. I think Volt Switch is always the safer play. I expect Hydreigon could be Uxie. I think if he stays in, I go into Scarm again. And I think the Toxic play is smart because I didn't bring like Heal Bell last time on Clef. And I actually thought about it this time because I'm like, the one way Zard loses to what's it called? Yeah, now this is going to be the problem, that's the thing. 24. I'm going to go into this and teleport. I'm just trying to see what happens here. This is Calm Mind is kind of an issue. Yeah, without Dragalgia, Aromatisse comes annoying, but I don't think it's not doable, per se. That's my main hitter, but I think I can still wear it down. Like, this might also be toxic. That's also something I have to be wary of. If this toxic now, it's actually really good information. I mean, the thing is, yeah, I was never bringing Kartana this match, so the toxic is really good on Scarm. I'm always faster than this normally. I think this is base 29 speed. 58 to 56, right? Yeah. 29 base speed to my 30. Toxic on main's not great, but Uxie coming down is fine. I kind of want to knock, but it might be Colbert. That's also an option. Like, Stealth Rock Colbert, that's fine. Trick wouldn't matter too much unless it's Scarf, but even then I have this Sturdy, right? This is Colbert damage. Actually, it's not kind of annoying. Clef is fine, but it's like, I'd rather Sock get tricked. That's the thing. I think I'll just set up rocks and we'll see what happens from here. Because now Slowking can take 2 Sledge Waves, I believe. I can like switch back out into Slowking. It's not the end of the world here, actually. Rocks? Because I think Nidoqueen's the obvious play, right? Let's switch. Let's see what happens. Rocks. That's fine. Ice Scald. Fish for a burn. Yeah, see, that's good. That's good from him. Burn, no? Okay. I teleport. He might U-turn. Nox, okay. Interesting play. Now I'm really inclined to believe this is... Actually, no, it's leftovers. If it's lefties, how much does Sock do? Anything but Colbert. Koba. Only 44. I do this. Yeah, that's fine. I want to go into Slowking again, but I'm just kind of like, at that point, what? Right? Because he can U-turn out. Thing is, him seeing me raw switch here. Raw switch here might make him think I don't have teleport. So it could be like a weird thing I do, but I don't have it. I have T-Wave, even though T-Wave doesn't seem that good now. Yeah, this is just always a tough match. We're going Slowking. That's what, knock, U-turn, right? Stealth Rock Talk and knock, U-turn, that's fine. Yeah, he's thinking about it, that's the thing. Hydreigon would be a good play from him, because like he might expect me... Let's see. Yeah, he U-turns. Yeah, he probably thinks I'm not teleport. Here's the thing, I probably already lost this, but it's like, it was just tough to win. Lop. I live 1. But I'm guessing if he's, what's it called? Sorry, Zard, Sock. I want to see Slowking. If he's Fake Out, that's a bit different. Yeah, I live 1. So I Psychic here. Fake Out? No, he just U-turns. And I don't die. Hydreigon would be a good play, but I could be going for Scald here. Fair. I switch out into... I like main more, but I expect a U-turn here, right? Because that makes the most sense. U-turn into Nidoqueen. Nah, I already went through. I was going to switch to... Oh, I actually went for Knock. Interesting. I Moonblast. I don't want this Nidoqueen to get free switch-ins. Nidoqueen? This might be hard to be over, like, Qwerty really prepped for this hard. Yeah, like, I had to bring over, like, what's it called? Aromatherapy or Heal Bell? Yeah, there's Nidoqueen. 16, oh nice. I'm gonna sack Slowking, if possible. Yeah, he goes for Sludge Wave. I think he was expecting me to kind of maybe like stay in because he might sub again, even though sub was probably a no holds back play there. Sock. I knock. It make me loses my sturdy, but then he still has to be wary about like scarf. So I always knock. He might go aromatisse, which is totally fine with me. Yeah, should be scarf. It's gonna be rocky helmet, right? Oh, leftovers. Interesting. What do I want to do here? I mean, that's looking like just max defense, right? That's not a low punny. Scar. 43.7. 55 close combat. 32.6. Clef seems to be my play. Yeah, that's fine. The thing is, I take most things, right? Only thing I don't take is an Iron Head. Nidoqueen would be good here. Maybe I should just swap into Zard there. That actually would have been pretty smart. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. I should have thought about that turn better. I want to set up rocks, but the only thing that break here is a potential Hydreigon Sash, but I don't think it is. It breaks like Skarmory's. What's it called? Actually, can I just double swap into Zard? Is that fine? What comes in? Uxie maybe? There's another Toxic, that's a really good play. Iron Head, that's good to know as well. Flamethrower. He has to expect Flamethrower or he goes for Toxic here. I think I Flamethrower once, then Defog. Oh, he goes into Dragon right away. That's fine. I really wish I was Mystical Fire. This actually would have been so much smarter. Like I forgot. I wanted to make that change, but I like forgot. I'm expecting this to be Scarf. So I'm expecting U-turn here, and I think I have to play this aggressively. I also live a Draco, so this could be like Rock Slide. That is also an option. This is Rock Slide, really good prep, but I'm gonna Roost. U-turn, that's fine. Probably go Scarf or Uxie, and then tries to Toxic me. Yeah. Stealth Rock, Toxic. Can U-turn again, but I think I can't risk it, so I have to go Clef here. Goes for a knock, that's fine as well. Who does he bring in? Probably goes a U-turn, right? What does that mean for me? U-turns into... I can soft boil, but I don't think that changes the Nidoqueen calc from here. I had to go for like a special type drop at this point. Nidoqueen. Is this modest? Oh yeah, that works better. It just kills me, dude. It just kills me. So if it's -1, it doesn't. So that's what I have to kind of go off. What are my pieces to win here? I have to win a speed tie and then also Sock. So Zard's the most expendable thing here, which kind of sucks, but can't do much about it. I Moonblast because it's probably going for U-turn. Yep, Nidoqueen. It has to be Nidoqueen. Like I don't think you go into anything else here. Nidoqueen, I like at least make sure it doesn't sub. Oh, Scarf. Okay, interesting. I guess it's the Iron Head. He really wants that flinch. Cause I'm guessing he's faster. 130. Yeah, I mean he can invest in speed here, but Skarmory, defensive wall, Iron Head. Yeah, 28.9. I can T-Wave, but I think Rocks is better here. Goes for Tox. Okay, so he is faster, which is good to note. And he also expected the Zard switch in, which is totally fine. I'm going to soft boil once, and I want to see what he goes for from here. Actually, I love the T-Wave, but it doesn't affect ground types. Yeah. Moonblast would be fine. I just don't want this Nidoqueen to have a clean switch in. Which it might. I think I soft boiled. If he switches right down to Nidoqueen, good play. Yeah, goes for Iron Head. 32. And there's the flinch. I'll make it interesting. I'll go main. Because the thing is, he wants to go into Nidoqueen here. I think that's the thing. Aromatisse would be fine as well, but who did he go into last time I went into main? Was it Uxie? I'm trying to Volt Switch into, I mean, it was Aromatisse. Soft main, Skarm, Aromatisse, okay, good to know. Might go for it again, might switch out. Yeah, I'll do the aggressive play. Yeah, that's fine. Zard would have been fine here as well. I want a T-Ball, but I think Volt Switch is better. Goes into Nido, it's fine. The thing is, I still have to win quite a few. I have to win a speed title. That's the main thing here. I think Sock's gonna be chipped at one point. I'm gonna have to take a hit, and it can't be against Lopunny. So we're gonna have to play this well. With Rocks, I might be able to kill Skarm off close combat. I want to check this. Close combat 30.8. If he does 77, let's say 65%. Up 65. Guaranteed to a KO. Okay, good to know. Is he's either expecting HP Ice or Volt Switch here? It's one or the two. Yeah, Volt Switch is fine. Might go for Wish. That's also a thing. So I think I go into. I want to go. This might have Toxic as well. I like Clefable more, but it's like you can just go into Nidoqueen after a Wish. So I think I'd rather go Charizard. Yeah. But this prevents a Wish into Nidoqueen. That's the thing. I kind of want a Willow. I think Willow is actually not a bad play here. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Man, I really wish I was Mystical Fire because now like Nidoqueen and Hydreigon wouldn't be able to switch in as much, or it just doesn't have enough power. That's the thing. Scarf Hydreigon makes sense here. I'll say that much. Stays in. Moonblast, Thunderbolt. Moonblast, okay, that's fine. Imagine I was Toxic. I thought about bringing Toxic, but I'm like, I kind of like the Willows for something like Lopunny. It could also be double. He doesn't know that per se. I want a Willow again, but I don't know if that's the best play. Yeah, he stayed in. That's fine. Moonblast again? Wish. Okay. I mean, I Flamethrower, right? That's just my play here. I think his play is to switch into Hydreigon. Yeah. So, won't kill this, but we'll gauge damage and we'll be fine. Because Drake, it has to be Rock Slide to kill me. That's the thing. It has to be Rock Slide. Yeah, Roost. Yeah, U-turn's fine. I low-key wish I kind of Will-O-Wisp again, but I feel like he goes, yeah, Aromatisse, so. What do you do? Now I really wish I had Teleport, because this would actually make this so much easier. I think I Flamethrower. Because what are you going to do? Wish? That seems like the only thing you can do. Stays in and Moonblast me. That seems like the play. Thing is, I can't go onto Clef onto a Wish because he just switches out into Nidoqueen even if I want to Soft Boiled. That's the thing. Cut out his leftovers, but really at what cost? Yeah, this thing's just gonna stay in, that's the thing. Wish again, it's fine. I just go for Flamethrower because I can't risk the Nidoqueen. That's the main thing. That's the main thing I think I caught him off guard with sometimes. Like, he tried to go for like this kind of read, but it would be into like Mega Lopunny. And he just like, not lose, but it'd just be like, it just wouldn't work for him with my luck. I risked again, like, Dark Falls. Yeah, he has to flinch, that's the thing. Yeah. 2 flinches into a crit. Like, I'm not getting luck, but honestly, I've been playing this pretty bad, and I feel like my prep is subpar, but it's not the end of the world. This might be, Scarf. That's what our assumption is, because it's taken Rocks damage. Doesn't show leftovers at all. Yeah, there's a Roost. I could Willow, but I think Roosting again is the proper play. If he gets a crit. Or like high roll, jeez, 34. Willow once. He might switch into Nidoqueen or Aromatisse at one point, which I think is fine. Also, if you hear a loud noise in the background, it's raining. I can't stop the rain. Like, I can't stop. Yeah, that's fine. This is also leftovers, right? Yeah. So this means I want to go into... Oh, this is a hard turn as well because it's either toxic or U-turn or knockoff, right? I like main, but if it's U-turn, I'm kind of stuck, aren't I? Clef blocks everything but U-turn, so does main in a sense, but main takes more damage. Am I losing this? I think I have to defog, which kind of sucks. I'm thinking like I was doing okay with the rock ward, but honestly with his wishes, he kind of gets the edge. I'll go Clef. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. That's the thing. That was good. Like, it's just the thought of getting toxic here just kind of ruins everything. Needle Queen, that's fine. I was thinking I should sack Zard, but I feel like it actually is Clef here, possibly. Or it's main. If I sack main, is that the end of the world? Probably not. 77. Go main. Let this die. Sock's always my play, but now it's a question of what now? Can I CC here? I don't think I can. 33.2 to 39. Oh, I can. So CC is actually kind of no holds bar. Push it down to Scarf. That's fine. I should be able to 2-hit KO this. Yeah. Unless this is Scarf Scarf, but it's not. It was leftovers. So this going down is fine. It's just a matter of what now. Yeah, this goes down. That's fine. Honestly, if you shows fake out on low point, I just kind of lose. You go for Dark Pulse flinch as well. That is an option, but I feel like if you go for Dark Pulse, it is an opportunity for me to bring in Clef. So honestly, if he goes Hydreigon, I might go Zard. That actually might be my better play. Oh, yep, Lopunny comes in. If this is fake out, it's really bad. What wouldn't work out for me? If I go Zard, do I lose if he just returns? Because then I can't take 2, right? If I go Zard, it is basically Hydreigon will Sleepy. Because Lopunny outspeeds. And then hits me once, and then Hydreigon can just Draco to win. Unless he misses, which would be huge. Then honestly, I can't beat Aromatisse at this point. Like, I have to get 2 hits. You turn into what, though? That's the thing here. I kind of want to go Clef, but I think I just have to go Zard here. I expect a U-turn so much. Yeah, we're good. Fake out. Good to know. That's also great to know. I let this die then. Because I can't do anything else. Flamethrower for more damage over Wisp, which I can miss. Might U-turn out here, which would be kind of interesting, because I think you just kill this. I think he's calcing it. Yeah, Flamethrower. If I somehow live, I just take the damage. I think you just always return. Also, something to note here, this fake out means it is... I probably lose. That's the thing. I probably lose here. But it also means that... Actually, should I go for Willow? Because then it might mean Sock lives. Actually is an interesting turn. It's the art of information, also the art of no information, in the sense that I don't know if he has return. I'm assuming he does, because it'd be really stupid to not have it. I do live, unless it's like a max roll. I could Willow, but I feel like Flamethrower is the better option here. Is Willow better? Does Clef live if I Willow? I'm pretty sure Clef lives already, but do I live like more? I do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Willow. This is gonna go down. And then, at worst, Needle Queen comes in, or I go Clef, and then I double out into Sock. Goes for return. Doesn't get it. I land the Willow, which is huge. This goes down. That's fine. Return. Actually, ooh, that actually might be interesting here. Clef, Lopunny. I want to see something. Nido Queen. Because I did how much? Like 18? 17. I kill after rocks, which is also a thing to note. So the thing is, I go into Clef, and it's a 50-50 here. Because you either go into Nido Queen right away, and I could soft-boiled. And then you have the upper hand, and I just kind of lose. Or I go, what's it called? Right into Sock on the, or I Moonblast right here. And I believe this dies, but then I take damage. This is burned, which is the big thing here. Actually, no, I want to see my damage. 75.2 to 88. This should die. Because I think at least, actually it might not, which is kind of sucky. I mean, I have to pray for not a low roll at this point. So I'm going to go for this. If he goes Aromatisse or anything, I just have to continually Moonblast, I feel. So I have to predict the turn I have to soft boil correctly. That's the thing. Because I can't let Nidoqueen get a safe switch in. So if like something comes in, I mean, here's the thing. Probably just lose anyways. He might just not sack this. His throw is getting Nidoqueen in on a bad turn. If he U-turns here, brings in Nidoqueen, good game, but I could Moonblast here, so he might not. So I soft-boiled. U-turns. If he goes Nidoqueen, it's like so, that's so risky. I think you go Uxie or something. Aromatisse even. Like, you go Nidoqueen here, I think you may lose. Unless you're a Scarf, Flash Cannon, Hydreigon. Okay, yeah. I was expecting as much. I don't think you ever go Nidoqueen. That's the thing. But here's the thing, he can stall me out of Wish. He can only stall me out of so many Moonblasts. So I can get these turns kind of okay, I feel. I go Moonblast right away, cause just in case he switches out, which would have been huge. Oh, that also sucks. Alright. Is that a GG? Maybe. I can make him waste his heal bells here, because he's gonna Wish here. There's no way you don't. See, this is so hard because he can't throw away the Nidoqueen. And Moonblast will kill here, even though this is, yeah, 0 HP. I have to assume it's not, well, this is low funny. I have to assume it's not max HP at this point. Yeah, because my Moonblast at 18, so it's like, it makes sense. I think if it's like 252, it's definitely not a high roll. Yeah, it's 17. This is so hard. I think you definitely have Protect. It's like the same set as last time. So the question is, if you go for a Wish, do I T-Wave and make him kind of like guess? Wish, yeah. I think he might go Uxie here, but the thing is, I maybe should have gone, no, going Sock doesn't matter there because he just protects. And Poison Jab doesn't do much to Aromatisse. Yeah, 36.9. I can't even 2KO it. I think if I had to be like banded to do so, so. I'm Moonblast just in case. Yeah, that happens. This should kill. Oh no, wait, 7%! I forgot! I forgot it's... I should have gone Sock. That was stupid of me. I forgot Nidoqueen resisted rocks. Yeah, so this is over now. That's GG. I mean, yeah, I can't even break sub here, so it's just kind of like, yeah. That was stupid. That was bad for me, but I will say I got a lot of lucked out hard here, but was it as bad as my win in week 9? I don't know. I'm gonna break sub here, but it's like, you might think I'm Mold Breaker, but he can't see that. I don't know. He just stays in. Like, I don't see any reason why you don't stay in here. Just go for the damage, I just lose from Fake Out. Oh, actually, should I False Scarf? Can I CC to win this? I can't, I don't think. Nidoqueen. CC I could. But I'm faster, so I just die to a Sludge Wave. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same no matter what, so, yeah. I mean, hey, that's our season, but honestly, like, Qwerty out-prepped me. The Toxics are really good. But the main thing, that turn 1, but turn like 2, it just went bad from there. The Slowtrade crit really hurt. Oh, he sacks High Dragon, which is an interesting one. Let me just go, yeah, well, funny fix out. GG's. What can I say? Hey, we had an up and down season. Am I happy with the team? No. I think here's the thing, one trade I actually kind of wanted to do, which I never made, and I thought about it for a bit, was, that rain is loud, was Magneton. That was the big one, because I was looking at, because the main thing is, I wanted to really build around Kartana this season, right? That's the main thing. But Kartana is actually quite hard to use, and I think I just kind of learned that, but it was kind of like, it was something I had to learn. It's just like, oh yeah, I can't really use this mon. And I think a lot of people learned like what mons they really can't use in Draft League this season, which is kind of interesting. And the thing with Cart was, it was so okay in some other games, but I think I really needed Magnapole. I think that was one thing that really like made it better. And then since it's so, I love like a Draft League 101 on this, but it's kind of like, because you know what your opponent can bring, it's like they can prep for Kartana. That's the thing. They can prep for Kartana, and it becomes kind of dead weight, I feel. Like, look at this matchup. Even without Mega Lopunny, you can see so many ways. I can see so many ways for Qwerty to bring in something to block Kartana. Like, unless I go for Sacred Sword, Hydreigon can be Scarfed and easily outspeed me. Nidoqueen can be Scarfed as well. That's actually kind of a set I like, a Nido Twin being Scarfed. Aromatisse can run Trick Room. That would really consistently screw me over. Like, there's so many ways I think Kartana just kind of loses out. So maybe I should have swapped. I was thinking of Melmetal at one point in the season, but I feel like maybe that has like kind of similar things. Let's see if I can kind of go over the team while just kind of like looking. Yeah, okay, I'm on that decks because I have a different draft league and anything goes, but it's like not that big of a deal. Honestly, Clef was a great pick. Clef was a great round one pick, and Gliscor was actually a great round 2 pick. I think I like that core, even though I think everything else I kind of faltered off, because one thing I really realized with the team is that those two were my main stealth rockers, and then Gliscor ended up always being my defogger in the most cases. I had Gliscor or like Zard. I ran defog Cart at one point, but I didn't think it was really that good. So like I kind of had to relegate Gliscor into this weird box. Like this was like week 10, the game against Jacob, which was kind of sad. But like Gliscor taunt here because I had defog Zard this game, defog Zard again. Like I had to run, if I wanted to run something other than defog Gliscor, I had to run Zard. Like the week against Wham, ran discard defog Cart, and that really didn't work out really well. Week 4 RSSP ran defog Gliscor. Like, it just felt like a small box I was putting myself in, and it just kind of sucked at that point. Like, I ran Rocks here because I didn't want to run Rocks on Clef. Like, I think my team building became a bit more restricted as I was playing the season. And I think I also felt fatigued at the end of the season, like, just because, like, these 3 weeks, I had so much going on. And it's like, everything keeps happening, and that's just life sometimes, so it's kind of like, well, that happened. But yeah, Clef was fine. Gliscor I liked. I just kind of wish I built better around it. I feel like Dragalge was kind of a disappointment for tier 3. I feel like I probably should have drafted a different dragon. I just was too scared about drafting a Dragon Ground. I think that was the thing. But I think maybe if I drafted something like Zygarde, then I drop something like Gliscor, and then like my team kind of changes. I think also another thing I'm kind of sad about is I kind of wish I had Mega Bro instead of Mega Main. I think with how I like to play, Mega Main just felt too one-dimensional. And I feel like Mega Bro, there was so much I wanted to do with something like Mega Bro, and I feel like it was kind of a wasted opportunity, which kind of sucks, but hey. Like if I had Mega Bro, I could have had Magneton, but I also had a different thought about picking up Mega Aggron. I think that would have been a cool like Mega to have, because it gives me a Rocker, a Steel type, and a big defensive wall, which I think was kind of lacking. Kind of the reason why I picked up Slowking. I think Slowking was a really good pickup. I know at one point I also wanted to pick up Buzzwole. I think Buzzwole for Gliscor could have been interesting because it gave me a ground resist that was kind of lacking, and it was a good physical wall. But I had something like Crustle. I think Crustle was kind of also a letdown, but Crustle just kind of like sat there, and I think people had to fear the Crustle, but I just couldn't really make it work, and I don't think it suited my playstyle. Sock was fine. I kind of wish I had something else as a fighting type, but there's not that much around. Maybe Primeape. I was looking at Passimian. Passimian is tier 4 for a good reason, because it's like a Scarf U-turn fighting type, which is really good. Looking at other mons, I don't know. I don't know if Bisharp would have been like fine staying on the teams. Gastrodon would have for sure. Like if I just kept Gastrodon and actually went for something like Buzzwole, let's say, instead of picking up Slowking in the Bisharp slot, I think that would have been okay. I also thought about Noivern. Noivern in tier 3 could have been interesting because it gave me more speed, even though it gave me a 4x ice weakness. I think I could have worked around it, especially with something like Slowking. Like, I just had to be careful of freeze dry users, and you know, Exos just has Curum, which kind of I feel is busted. But then honestly, Curum's only busted with the team you build around it, and I think the same thing goes for Mega Lopunny, but I think Mega Lopunny actually might be like ban worthy. Anything else I want to say? Hoopo is okay. I just, man, I wanted to make Hoopo work, but I just don't think it did. I think it's the same thing with Kartana. Like, I just think people can prep for it, especially in a league with Pursuit. It just doesn't work well. Psychic Ghost is okay, but it's like, after that, I don't know, middling speed. I need to bring more U-turners in, but like, ready U-turn on this ran into 4 moves last Syndrome. This, I couldn't run Teleport all the time because I was locked to like Rocks, Moonblast, Softwell. Like, I had to run like something else here. And like, it was either a tech move or Teleport, and just kind of just like, that's always what it was. Slowking I felt was nice for that though, just because I always would run Teleport, and I can run like, I didn't have to run Skull because I had Regenerator. What other mon? Zard was really nice. I think Zard was actually kind of like my favorite mon to use, and I think it just kind of showed that I kind of like the variety. I ran Defog. I kind of ran some other stuff which didn't work, but I kind of like Zard. I think pulled in some interesting matches. Like, this was a fun set I wish I could use, but got 6-0 week 7. Saish. Yeah, I was like mainly this set, but it worked. That's the thing. It kind of worked. If I had other defoggers, it'd been great to try like just heavy duty boots, more like Dragon Dance Zard, you know. Inteleon, probably not the best pickup. Like, I wanted this for like my fast, like a Mega Main, but I think it kind of fit into the same role as Mega Main. I think that was the issue. Maybe Noivern would have been better, but I think yeah, I think Mega Main was the issue. I think that's what the issue was. Like, I wanted a fast Volt Turn, fast momentum user during the draft, and it was like Mega Main was the best option, but I don't think it fit my playstyle. I think if you watch my OSL S2 stuff, I'm actually more okay with slower teams, because I had like Comfey, but I used slow Comfey a lot. Had Ferrothorn, Latios. Like, I made up for speed by bringing in Ninjask. Like, that was my speed. That was my speed check, because I had speed boost. I could run Protect. And that felt nice. But then something like, it's like I say slow teams, but I didn't like using Dragalge too much. It's kind of like, I don't know where I fit in with all this. It's like I'm still trying to figure out my style, even though I kind of know what stuff mons I like. It's just like kind of just for fun using what mons I can use. I think Cart. My opinion would change if this worked out. If this timid cart worked out, I think my opinion would change. I honestly think this. I think it should be Bishop is actually really nice, because I think it just provided too much of a threat. Like, this Bishop set was really good. If RSSP didn't run like Colbert or like Focus Edge, I think it actually would have been like really good here. It's like that kind of stuff. Like, I think it works. It's just, oh well. I think that's all the Pokemon that I have to talk about today, which is great. I'll leave it here. Thank you all for watching. I hope this was enjoyable. I'll make a playlist and link it down in the description, just so you don't have to like click through everything. I will say this: I know my YouTube people, like, a lot of people watch this, and like the sphere who I got on Twitch, they don't really overlap. But honestly, I should probably get back into Twitch content just because I'm not prepping for Draft League every week now. Yeah. Shout out to Exus. This was so fun. But hey, season 5 maybe. I will say maybe because honestly, I think every season I have felt the fatigue. I've had, well, what's my placement so far? Round season 1 I got to semis, and then season 2 and 4 it's round 1 exit. Which, hey, I think playoffs is great, and honestly it's a different beast. But yeah, like I feel like you couldn't compete against the top 4 this season. It was such a mountain to climb. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the future. I don't know if it's gonna be more Draft League content. Maybe I make like non-Draft League live content. Like, you know, like the stuff I was talking about, like how I like Clef, but I wasn't happy with Kartana. I won't do like a post-season analysis. I think it's just not what I want to do right now. I still gotta upload like week 9 and 10, and then this as well. So maybe I make some like scripted stuff. That could be kind of interesting. But otherwise, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the future.